No.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to start so I can put it on mute.
That was weird. I was adjusting my screen up and down, this way, and hit the screen. That's what I get for having a touch screen. So, good evening, folks. This is Colin from Kincaid Outdoors. My co-host is the invisible Jason from Pest Hunter Outdoors.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, he's a disembodied voice, folks. We will never see.
Yeah, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Here we go. Right now I can get back over your StreamYard.
Right now, I got something that's in this box. You're going to have to wait and see what it is. There's a bunch of things in here. But it is all archery related, so. It was a part of some gear that I was looking at yesterday, but the stuff that came with it disappeared between last night and today. So I have no clue where it ended up. So I can't figure out where it went or anything like that. So I'm kind of trying to figure out where some of my stuff went to. I'm not sure if we have anybody in here besides us yet. Ooh, that's good.
Nope, CR just popped in.
There he is.
Molly's out of the room.
Everybody gets to see him before I do. I mean, I don't see him pop in until after you guys mention it.
I have my tablet next to me, which is on the YouTube side.
Ah, that's probably why.
That's how I'm cheating.
Okay. I guess I could pop out the chat from the YouTube side over my StreamYard side. That way you guys I can see it too, but it is what it is. I'm going to get a few more people in here before we go through my newest find. I actually found this one by accident today when they were going through some of the stuff that just came in as a donation. And I think I might maintain using what's in the case or the case itself for what its intended purpose. So it's really interesting, to say the least. I think so. Hopefully you guys will think so too, because there's a lot of stuff to go through in there. So I wait till we get what's a good number to have before I start showing everything off there, Jason?
700.
I wish I could get 700 in here. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I would. There. Now you guys can see me a little bit better.
Yeah, and you lose your Santa Claus glasses.
No. Why are your headlights on?
10's a good number too. Let me.
My headlights are off.
Please forgive me. I'm looking for my tape measure because I'm looking for something in particular. So bear with me.
Hold on.
Yep.
Dang it. Where are you? I hate it when things I had
Protein.
gets moved.
It's what? I'm out of protein powder.
Oh, dark.
It's like $30 a container for that.
Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
We only have what, 1, 2 each?
There's 3 hot wings, including the fridge and the little fridge.
Dang it. Check 3 places so far and nothing.
Sitting down doing nothing.
Okay.
Lunch break or? Oh, no,
Well, I will explain what the box is. This is what I found at the D.A.V. thrift shop. It originally came from the Iron Horse Antique Mall, and it is a Plano container, but it's not fishing equipment. So this is archery gear. So I'm waiting. We get 9 more people in here, and we'll see what we can do. Yeah. If I seem distracted, I apologize. I'm still trying to figure out where I put my tape measure. I know I had it, and Ian borrowed it, and I checked his room. I didn't see it. So I'm just looking on different locations where it may be at. but no luck as of yet. So, what's new with you guys?
I went to work today.
Well, yeah, obviously.
That was it.
Just work, huh?
Pulled off another year of corn.
What do you mean, ear? Oh, out of your garden?
Yeah. This one's pretty pathetic.
I've seen worse.
But
Hey, Cliff.
it's seeds for next year, though.
Hey, that's seeds. That's something.
Yeah. These ones here are drying out pretty nice. Look at these. Look how well these are drying out. That there is probably about 5 packets of seeds from the store.
That's cool.
It'd be nice once they're nice and dry. Let me cut that little stem off. Get my skizzers. There we go. It's done. That was drying out. These ones are drying out pretty nice, though. This one's still wet. But with the AC blowing on there, it'll help dry them out.
Well, hope you get it dried out quickly.
Just need to get to dry out so they don't go rotten.
Well, I bet.
They don't grow any mold.
I can understand that.
5 likes, 2 people watching.
Let's see here. Nope. Dang it.
Oh, I found the ball hitch. It was in my van.
Well, Cliff, the link is in the chat if you want to come on up.
Hold on a minute.
Please forgive me if I seem a little distracted. I'm trying to find something in particular, and I don't know where it's at exactly. So, I'm looking in my places where it should be. Doesn't mean it's where it's at. First aid kit. Not what I'm looking for. Oh, that's a cool Quick ink. Now, I do have something that's really, I think is really cool. I'm going to show you guys in a second. That's not it either. Dang, nabbit. I've looked everywhere I could think to look. So, okay. Hold on. I'm got something stuck in here.
We were discussing vehicle swap tomorrow.
Vehicle swap?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because her vehicle is the only one that has the tow hitch for the trailer.
Oh, that makes sense.
And I need to use the trailer tomorrow afternoon.
What are you towing?
A trailer.
I mean, what kind of trailer?
No, I got some pallets that they're going to be throwing away at work.
Ah. So you're picking things up?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I need to take the pallets apart, use my brand new tool, and then put some planchers together.
Okay, that's cool.
I want to get some planchers together so I can put on the front patio.
Okay.
And then I have to anchor them down on the front patio so the wind doesn't blow them over.
I can understand that. Let me see. I have one more place I can check, and I haven't checked yet.
Yeah, then I can put flowers and herbs on the front patio where it's protected from the summertime sun.
Oh yeah, I can understand that. If you don't want anything to burn.
No. I think I got some of my peppers are actually burning. I'm watering them. Yes, I know. I'm drinking a soda tonight.
I will be drinking my soda in a bit. I just got it sitting there waiting for me.
No, I just had a sinus headache for most of the day. I had a couple of bags of, the little single chips, the single servings. In my head, I started going away. I went, sodium.
Well, you might be a little dehydrated, maybe.
No, I drank like a couple bottles of water, or several bottles of water yesterday, and a couple of cups of water. Scooter.
Come on. Okay, this is going to torque me off big time. I don't know what Ian did with it, but it's somewhere. But I do have something that might work just as well. So I got a measuring tape, but not necessarily the one I want.
Well, you got the Leatherman. Let's get measurements on it.
No, this kind.
Oh, okay.
But that's not the one I was looking for. I was actually looking for my metal tape measure.
Yeah, the seamstress one. The Taylor measuring tape.
Well, here's the really interesting thing. Let me get this thing closed up here. Okay, I got my box all messed up here. It's not closing properly. Oh, that's why. Okay. There we go. The box I'm going to show you is the ancestor of the new one that I actually carry. I carry a Plano, as you can see, for my archery kit. My newest, the new one, is also a Plano. Just the old version.
It's just a plain old box.
Plain old box, yep. And yeah. I haven't been completely through all this thing. I just looked into it. And as soon as I saw the one item in it, I asked one of the assistant managers, how much was the box? He said they couldn't give me a price on it yet. Someone else had to do it. And as soon as I saw that person, I had them price it. And I think it's worth the money. The box alone is good for archery gear, especially if you want to. I can't take my big setup with me when I'm like going hunting or something. I can put everything in here, such as my broadheads, extra strings, string wax, whatever I need. One on Ha 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 ha. Well, this one here is really cool. Let's see here. I have no idea what that is. I'm looking through this, so I have no idea what the basic stuff is, but it's got one of these.
Arm guard.
Basic one.
Was that in the box?
That was in the box.
Did you put it in the box, or did it come with the box?
It came with the box. I know I'm going through this already, but I don't care. Let's see if I can get a good picture of what you guys can understand what it is. This is a bowstring. Now, here's the thing: it's got two prices on it, but one says $2.99, but the other side says $44. So I have no idea. It's a 38-inch string, which is why I wanted to get a proper measuring tape, a metal one, so I can measure whatever bow I have that might fit this. This is a 55 to 65 pound bowstring. So I've got to find a bow that fits this.
Yeah, you shouldn't have a problem. You got a lot of them.
Oh, I know, but I got to make sure I measure get the bow for the string. You match the string to the bow, not the other way around, because that's what I can't change the string right now. So I got to find out what bow will fit that. This one here, everybody should recognize.
Yep.
This was just the way it is in the box. I just pulled it out for the first time.
I'm surprised you don't make a bow for that.
I know. Bow saw. Yes, that's what it's supposed to be made for. People keep on saying, do it this way. No. Bow saw.
Bow saw.
Now, here's the thing. There's that one, right? Where's that at? Ooh, I needed those. Cool. I was looking through it, and I came across this.
It's too shiny. I can't see it. Oh, another saw.
Yep, brand new in the bag. And guess what? Look what it shows on the back.
A bow, yes.
It shows you how to make them.
That's the proper way to use those.
Right. Even got this is a Coglins brand. This is a very look how old that Coglins deal is.
Yeah.
This one is from 1972. So this is a very old setup here.
Vintage.
Everything in here is probably that old.
If it's that old for that bowstring, I'd question it.
No, the bowstring I will wax the crap out of. But as long as it's been kept reasonably cool, not in a cool, dry place, not overheated or anything like that.
Or over dry.
Yeah. I would say I could wax it to make it stronger. That's not an issue. But, I have no idea what this is. It's from Canada, and I have no idea what it is. So that one here, I'm going to go through that and see what that one is. I'm not even sure. Well, one of the things I was telling you about I actually needed, knocking points. And this one is this one's from Saunders Archery. And I'm not sure what year this is. It has a date on it somewhere.
Yes, I get it, Cliff.
Okay, I've not looked through any of these bags or anything like that, but so I'm seeing them when you are. Oh. Different colors of camouflage makeup. Oh. I don't want to open that up. Woo. That just sounds like a bad idea. I got two of them. I got 2 bottles of this skunk screen. Woo. A skunk scent that will camouflage the hunter's odor in the field.
Just take a whiff.
Jenny would kill me if she could smell it from here. So I don't want to kill my... Man, I can smell it through the bottle. Oof. It's not like overly strong, but strong enough that I don't want to open it. I can smell it through the bottle. Yeah, I don't want it to go in the house. Oh, what's this? Oh, okay. This is a bowstringer for a compound bow. So, got a little. Oh, let me do this here. Sorry about that. You can see it's got the. You can see the cam right there and everything else. It does have a shooting glove. Now, I don't even believe this thing will even fit my fingers, but yeah, it's too small for my fingers. I have to get a new one. But unless it's set up for the other hand, so this might be a right-handed one because
somebody's gonna go, oh, mine.
Huh?
Somebody else is gonna sit there and go, ooh, mine.
Oh no, Ian doesn't like this kind. He likes the full finger ones like I usually do. But this thing is set up for a right-handed person. It won't fit my fingers for some reason. And this one is a Ben Pearson. Doesn't get that. I'm not sure if you can read that.
And that's vintage.
That is very vintage. Because Ben Pearson doesn't make stuff like that anymore. This is probably all from 1972, around that area. What else is in here? Okay, got some paperwork here.
Yeah, you'll probably find you need to put it up on eBay and see what you get for it.
No. I like collecting vintage gear anyway, just because it's, Okay, the paperwork is as of 1984.
Ah,
This paperwork right here, I got in my hand. So this is Hunting Tips by Russell Hall. So it's a little cheat guide from GNR Trophy Products out of Hill City, Kansas. So
it's a long trip.
now I don't know if they even exist anymore because it has been quite a few years, about 30 some years. Okay, what's this? Oh, okay. This is a trophy bow hunting, the Supreme Challenge. It looks like it's a book. Also from GNR Trophy Products. That's all there is. It's just a one single page little flyer deal. Probably came with that first little flyer I showed you. Let's see here. What else is in there? An extra ring for the bow saws deals. Some really old bowstring wax. Now, I have never, this is from Browning. I haven't even opened this thing up yet, but they originally paid $1.49 for this. So that's not bad. Oh, wow. That's actually in pretty decent shape. Now, I would have to probably work with it. Yeah. That's still pretty good bowstring wax. Now, if it's real wax or is it synthetic? I don't know yet. It's synthetic, I think. Give me a second. Our special formula absolutely minimizes water absorption and prevents loss of arrow speed. Okay, well, there you go. You never have too much bowstring wax, no matter what kind. What else we got in here? We got a couple, about 3 or 4 field points. For like either aluminum or carbon arrows. Got about 4 of these. Nothing fancy about those, but still pretty decent ones. You can still hunt with those with the proper setup. And last but not least, I have no idea. Oh, it's earplug. Earplug. But that's all there is on this one. You know, just all that basic stuff that's in here. I mean, for what I paid for it, I paid less than $5 for it. And the only thing I'm a little leery on is the bowstring itself. And I lost Jason, looks like. Hey, Cecilia. Well, if anybody wants to count, there's the link. I still don't know what this is yet. I have to go through that, see what that is. I think this one might be marker tape. Like I said, that's the bowstring wax, which I can definitely use. I still got to figure out what that is. I'm going to open that up in a second. There's that flyer for the thing. The Colan's wire saw. Oh, sorry, upside down. Colan's wire saw with little tips and tricks on the back. Another wire saw. So I have no idea why we have 2 wire saws in here, but it is what it is. The shooting glove, which I put somewhere. I probably dropped it. More than likely. I got a shooting glove and a shooting glove and a arm guard. Now, the latest date we have on this thing from 1983, so we're going to have to see what is up with that. How you doing?
Oh, I guess you did lose Jason.
Yep. I happened to look down and he wasn't there.
Sorry, I got my volume like full blast on my computer here.
Now, I could smell the skunk oil stuff through the plastic. So So I'm probably going to put that all back in the bag, and it's not super strong or anything like that. Have you ever, driving down the road and someone hit a skunk and you could just smell it through your car?
Yeah, about 3 blocks away.
Exactly. That's what it smells like. Like it's 3 or 4 blocks away.
No, literally somebody ran over a skunk like a minute down the road.
I know, but I'm talking about, how faint it is. It's not like super strong, but it's strong enough to make you go, ugh.
No, surprisingly, that smell does not bother me.
No, it doesn't bother me as much, but I'd rather not open these 2 bottles in my house. Jenny would kill me. But one thing I was needing the tape measure for was to see if I have anything that'll fit this bowstring. I think it might be for a compound, but it says it's a 38-inch string, which means it fits a 42-inch bow. But I'm not sure if I have a 42-inch bow.
I don't know.
Darn rural internet.
Huh?
Darn rural internet.
Internet took a dupe.
It decided to go south. Cecilia says hi.
Oh, hi, Cliff.
I guess.
Now, I'm still not sure what this thing is yet, but I'm going to check out that.
You don't let us see it long enough to identify it.
I don't even, okay, I'll hold it up because, I literally, all it says is Browning on it from Morgan, Utah. Let me put this up where you can see a little bigger because, that's one side. And that's the only wording I can see right there. And here's the other side. I was going to take it out of the bag and go through it. Maybe I could figure out then. You know what I mean? It's got some pinwheel looking things and other stuff. Now, if it had, that might, okay. It's got a Allen wrench in here. It's got a couple knocking points. And I think, if I remember, if I see this correctly, let me double check this. Nope, that's a snap. I thought it was a peep sight. That'd have been interesting if it was. Okay, this is all made of rubber. This is made of rubber. This little hair-looking thing. I don't know what it is yet.
String-looking thingy?
Yeah. I think, let me pull this all out of here. This whole thing may or may not be a string silencer.
Possible.
String silencers look like a back end of a lure.
But this is from the 80s. Anything's possible back then for compounds. So
it's probably what those rubber things are. They probably slide over the strings, and they're probably dampeners. Or
that's what I was thinking. It does have a little mini Allen wrench. Can't tell you what size it is.
3 millimeter.
Well, it doesn't say.
Well, they're never going to. They don't stamp the sizes on Allen wrenches anymore, unless it's like the hex bits, and then they kind of tell you what the hex bit size is.
And I think, I'm not sure if this is a pair of tweezers or what.
Looks like a cotter pin.
It could be a cotter pin. The way it's like that, most likely it could be a pin. And it's got 2 more of the knocking points on here. So that's all it was in the bag. So I'm not sure what it is because there's no wording on the bag other than what I showed you, but it says Browning on it.
And there was 2 of those rubber strips in there?
One big one.
Yeah, it's for a compound bow.
Yep.
You kind of figured that much.
I see the strips on it now. Okay.
I know it's a string silencer. Personally, I would rather use yarn because one thing, we have a lot of it here.
Squirrel tail.
Huh?
Squirrel tail fur.
I don't know about that one. But I'm not sure what the cotter pin is for.
It's a replacement cotter pin for one of the wheels, probably.
Probably. I was trying to get a hold of a bow fishing reel, the old fashioned wind up reels. You have to wind it like like that. And that bow disappeared from last night to today, and I have not been able to find out where it went to. So there's that. This is all back in there and going in the box. But I'm going to probably end up moving some of my kit from the big box to this one for when I travel out in the woods, in case I need to do a little minor repair work or something like that. So I'm going to probably add some fletching glue as well as tip glue, because I use a lot of wood arrows over carbon or aluminum. Though the arrows I was looking at yesterday were aluminum arrows, but with feather fletching, which I really liked. Apparently, they're talking about Cecilia's
Rain.
no solar power for her game camera. Now I was going to check out the bowstring here, see what kind of shape it's in. Actually,
they're not talking about the webcam at all.
I thought they were.
No.
Actually,
They are after she was getting any sun.
look at this. That's actually in pretty good shape. It's still even a little sticky from the wax.
Yeah, it just needs to be twisted.
Actually, I wonder if this would work for Ian's crossbow.
No.
He's got a really the prod is very wide, so I don't think it's going to be strong enough, mind you, but it might be the right length. Because there's no way that's
not have much tension on them. It's just a weird angle that they're at.
It's good. It's good. I mean, just something to check out, see if it works. I mean, it's got all the really nice. The servings are all nice and clean.
Yeah, that does look like a crossbow string anyway.
It does, because it's only like that long. See, now I could go get Ian's crossbow and see what it looks like if it'll come close to fitting it. Now that would be really freaky if it was.
Yeah.
Holy freaking cow! That skunk stuff.
Well, you just got a whiff of it?
It's in my nostrils.
Oh.
I thought it was in a plastic container.
It was, but I can still smell it through the container. Let me go get that crossbow and just see what happens. I'm just curious. This would be so freaky if I picked up the right crossbow string.
Freaky, no. Coincidence, yes.
There are no coincidences. Just fate. It's all destiny.
There was no fate. Everything is balanced as it should be.
Per what the universe says.
Word is the word.
Yep. I'm surprised he hasn't taken that the scent outside yet.
I know. Complaining about it. He just leaves it right next to the chair. Sometimes I wonder.
I'm going to redo my chat here because it froze. There we go.
It's too big. There's nothing I can do about it making it smaller either. But I might have a kid's bow that I could probably put this bowstring on. That might work.
Too long?
No, it's way too long. But it's a really good string, and it'd be kind of sad to waste it, you know? So I got to find a small kid's bow that might need a bowstring, which I have quite a few.
Looks like it could be for like a horse bow.
No, not long enough for that. Because usually the loops here are longer for that. And now this is the longest one they have between the two. You can see difference.
Yeah.
But I do have some little kid fiberglass bows that need bowstrings that might be short enough to fit this. Now, would it be overkill for that bowstring for that bow? Probably, but the bow would still shoot, which is the big thing. So that's an option I'm going to probably end up doing with this one because saves me from having to make one.
Yeah.
And I just throw on one of the knocking points for it. That way I could set it up for little kids to use it and not have to worry about them not knowing where they're going to go. Because I could put in 2 knocking points on it, one above, one below, and they'll always know where the arrow goes. But that's just, my interpretation. But for $5, less than $5, I think I did pretty decent. The box itself is worth $5. But yeah. Oh man. I wish I would have known that stuff was in there. Whew. Hey, hon. I'm sorry. When you come in here, you'll know.
He farted.
No.
Don't put them outside.
That's worse than that. It's like I said, it's literally in my nostrils right now.
Like I said, go put them outside.
I did put it back into a Ziploc bag, Cecilia. It's just that it kind of permeates a little bit.
Open the doors. Put the fan in it.
Tell me you cannot smell skunk. Just a little hint of skunk.
There's a skunk under the house.
The scent they put in here is skunk scent. 2 bottles.
Why?
I didn't open them. I promise you, I did not open them. It's
He
just
did not
that
open them.
they were. I could smell it through the bottle. These are from like the latest paperwork that I have on this thing's from 1983. So this is quite a few years old.
Why would they put skunks?
To cover you up your scent when you're hunting. That way they don't smell a person, they smell a skunk.
Oh, gotcha.
Now it's not overly killing. You're powerful that you're getting ready to throw up type of situation, Cecilia. It's just
It's there.
it's there. It's a hint of it. But between being enclosed in the bag, which is enclosed in here, that should be fine for now. But I am going to be using that one for my portable archery kit for when I'm out hunting. So I can put in my extra tips in there. One of my files for sharpening the broadheads, that kind of thing. But like I said, for the money I paid for it, I think I did pretty good. What do you think?
Some interesting stuff in there.
Well, the stuff I can use. The knocking points are myself. I haven't been able to find any locally. I forgot to put the bowstring back in here. Okay, and it is. I'm not sure if this is probably not waterproof, but it is water resistant.
If you got that O-ring on the top of it, it's fairly waterproof.
I didn't even think to look. Give me a second. It does not have a seal. No seal.
No seal of approval.
Like the seal fell out.
Yep. Now, I could probably wait. No, there is a seal. It could barely be seen, but it's in there. I'm not sure if I can. Oh crap!
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then it's more or less waterproof.
Yeah, a little bit of wax or petroleum jelly on there. They'll be fine.
I got plenty of wax. That's one thing I do have plenty of here. Literally, I've got bricks of wax. So, but for that, like I said, I was hoping to have a bow fishing set up to show you guys with new arrows and stuff, but that kind of fell through because I had something set up and it disappeared between last night and this morning. Because they were supposed to hold on to it and let me know how much it was going to be, and I was going to buy just the bow fishing part and the arrows. Because I didn't need the bow because the bow was a bad shape compound bow for a right-handed person. And it was not in the best shape at all.
You could have used it for parts.
No, I couldn't.
Oh, that bad?
Okay, this usually when you see old school compound bows, they have a coating on it and everything else. This one was ripping off.
Oh.
The laminate was coming out.
And the aluminum was anodizing. I mean, it was actually powdery. Now, it was a good draw weight and everything else, but I'm not right-handed. I cannot shoot a right-handed bow every time. It's not who I am. I'm shoot left-handed. So I did not need that part. But the bow fishing setup, I could have used on my bow. The extra arrows, I could have used on my bow. But that's it. And that's all I really needed. Oh, CR said he found wax the other day. Was it paraffin wax, honey, beeswax? What kind? I've got quite a few different
wax.
Earwax. That's, I mean, unless you're Shrek, I don't want to hear about it. I'm sorry, Jason, I don't consider you Shrek. Even though you're the tallest of all of us. With a Cliffy close second.
Well, I think Cliff and I are about the same height.
No, a Cliff said you about 6, right?
Yeah, I'm 6.
You're 6'2".
Yeah.
That's the only reason I know. You mentioned your height yesterday, and I knew how tall Cliff was. I'm just short. Now, I'm not sure how many people work on their arrows or anything like that when they do archery. My favorite kind of stuff is Ferrite tip glue.
Start eating that shit.
This stuff here, you can heat it up with either a candle, lighter, what have you. I have a little blowtorch that I use, but this will help adhere most of your tips onto your arrows.
A little blowtorch too. My crack torch.
But what I need more of, which I need to get more of, because I'm going to be learning how to make arrows soon. I got some more fletch type for the fletching. Now, I know some people like using fletching tape and things like that. I am not confident in my skills for using fletching tape. So, I'm not going to. Give me a second here. Now, I do have...
There it is.
Mini
torch?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is with my torch, though, Jason, mine's hands-free. It stands up on its own for I can do my work without having to keep one hand on the torch, one hand on my arrow. But it's really cool. Don't get me wrong. Now, this is the kind of bowstring wax I like using is Textite. It's probably the ancestor. The other one's probably the ancestor of this one. But that one would still work because it's still in good shape. But I happen to like this one because it comes with a nice little case.
I got the one in my toolbox right over there too. The one like Cliff has.
What brand is yours, Cliff?
Shit, if I know, I got it for free at work. They were throwing it away, and I found it.
Harbor Freight.
In a pile of trash. It says Eagle something or other. It's got a label on it, but the problem is it's the same color as the damn canister.
Mine's
the Eagle Torch is what it's called.
Tube one's is a turbo blue.
Mine's missing, so I'm gonna have to pick up a new one.
I have it.
What? No, it's my other one.
Mine's getting low on fuel.
Oh.
Yeah, mine was a butane torch, which had a stand. That way I could light it and let it go, and I could just do my work and then turn it off. And just refill it as I need it.
I don't know if that actually refilled anything or did. Yeah, damn near filled that to the top. All right, where's my other lighter? Might as well refill this one too while I'm at it. Oh, and I still got that damn string in my pocket.
Okay, Cliff, you know what this is?
Yeah, it's a stringer spool.
No,
It's a bowstring.
it's something for bowstrings, but what do you think it is? Because this is bowstring material here. This is a little different. It's the same stuff I used for my necklace. Literally the same stuff. This is serving material
Yeah, I need to fill this one.
for when you got your bowstring. It's got the little part where you knock your arrow into. That which helps your arrow stay on the string.
Oh, this one's
No.
a turbo blue too.
What was that?
This one's also a turbo blue.
Okay, I got
Yeah,
some.
similar item, more or less.
Is yours freestanding or no?
Yeah.
Or do you have to hold the button down or something?
No, I
Oh,
can
you
lock.
have to hold the button down on this one.
Yeah, this one here I can lock.
I probably could on this one, but as you can see, one side is kind of sort of missing.
Oh yeah.
It actually, how often you wax your bowstring is how often you use it. How long is it going to need to be stored? Because I would, if I'm going to be putting mine away for the winter time, I would wax it before I put it away, and I'd wax it again when I pulled it out. And every time before I go out hunting or shooting. So I go through a lot of bowstring wax. Now I used both bowstring wax as well as beeswax. So this is my last bit of beeswax I have right here.
Yeah, free torches are always the best ones because then you don't have to buy them at the stores because them things are expensive.
They can be, yeah.
Well, the one we have in our electrical department is about $40.
I got mine originally through.
It's got a wide base to sit on.
Yeah.
I got mine originally through Walmart, and I can't remember what I paid for it because it was been a while. But I like the fact that I could do detailed work with both hands instead of having to hold on to the torch and everything else. But you got to watch out because that thing does put out some serious heat, and you can't hold anything on it long term. Otherwise, it'll just either melt or snap. Now, my favorite bowstring wax is Textite. This one right here. Now, this little case that I picked up at a flea market, it's the lid's cracked, but I can deal with that. But the part I like about this one here is that the sides slide down, and you can just run it across your bowstring without having to worry about taking it out. Then you just close it back up, and you're good to go. Now, the bowstring wax that's in that one is what I used to use when I was younger. That's because that's all the stuff I knew. But I don't know. Hey, Cliff, what would you do with this right here?
Probably put it in the same place I have everything else, somewhere on a shelf, and probably forget that I have it.
But if you needed to use it, you would?
If there was a need for it, maybe, but I don't have an immediate need for it. It's not like I'm going out hunting deer right now.
Right. Now,
Apparently,
I do have broadhead sharpeners and stuff like that, but I like using little mini files because it's just sometimes a lot handier than trying to set up a whole section for that. But these right here came from some really old arrows. Not my favorite kind, mind you, but this is what I've got.
yeah, those are bleeders.
The ones I like to use is very similar to this one. Isn't here?
Oh,
Yeah, bodkin style.
Well, this one here is a Zwicky point. I prefer 2-bladed over 3 or 4-bladed because there's less you have to think about. And it's a lot more sturdier than the other one because the other one's made of aluminum. I even have one right here that looks really freaking deadly right here. But the body is plastic. This one's from
I don't think I have the right nozzle.
Colan or something like that. But yeah, this one here is a plastic body one, which I don't like at all. But I kept it because that point is like really wicked. You know? But I still have the ones that I picked up a while back that I still have to put together. Oh, where's it at? That use 3 of these. I would put one together, but I don't need any extra of those, broadheads at the moment.
It works now.
Oh, you got your torch working?
No, my lighter.
Oh. I thought you were talking about something else. Now, those blades I was telling you about go with these.
Yeah.
Now, you could use this one like a botkin without the blades, because that's got a chisel point on there, as you can see.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt. You're gonna
No
get
matter
stuck
what
in
happens,
No,
it's a fairly stiff piece, and I could add the tips on the blades on there real easy, but I don't really need to because I don't have any of those. My arrows are over in the bedroom by the bedroom right now.
No, I forgot I have this lighter.
Oh, I used to have a fishing pole one, but this is one of my favorite tips. I'm sure that Jason knows what this is.
Oh yeah, it's a flaming arrow.
Hey, Frontier, how's it going?
Hey Heath, how you doing, brother?
What's going on, Heath? Yeah, I got one too, Cliff.
Yeah, a little. Oh, you got a bigger one. I have a little. I've had this same bottle for like 6 years.
Yeah, we've had this one for quite some time. I mean, it doesn't go bad.
No, I mean this is the little bottle, the little bottle.
Hey Cliff, check this one out.
Spring loaded.
I bought this one for $5.22. Tells you how long ago I bought that.
Mine was like $8.
Tells you
I
how
don't know. I
long.
don't have the sticker on it anymore.
Yeah, you can put this. It goes in like you shoot it like this, and it just opens up.
Mechanical broadheads.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is the only one I have. I need to get some more O-rings for it to hold it in place.
It's the cheap rubber bands. Go to the Walmart and get the dental bands.
Yeah, I guess I could do that because it just goes right there.
Yeah, the dental bands are cheap.
It just goes right there. I've never used this one. It came with one of the arrows that I acquired, but it works.
Put my torch away.
Now the fun ones are all the botkins that I actually own. With exception, I do have one botkin one broadhead that's not with me right now because it's down in Georgia at the moment. Because someone was supposed to make an arrow for me and hadn't done it yet.
That's where the devil's at, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Hey Heath, I picked up an archery kit from 1983. I think it's some. No. Now I own 3 wire saws. I'm not sure what to do with any of them.
No, I'm not much of a hugger. I don't even like hugging trees.
I am a tree hugger. Now this one you have
Your
brought
daughter is a tree hugger.
This is your friend when you have a screw
for
in
2 and 3 fletched. Well, that's actually for the
2-blade and 3-blade
yeah.
broadheads. So
Broadhead,
when you're screwing them on to either aluminum or carbon shafting.
broadhead wrench.
Yep. It is your friend. Do not discount this thing. This will help you from keeping yourself cut.
I like the tube ones.
I don't have the tube ones. That's just what I got when I got those.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here.
I like it because it covers up the whole broadhead.
Right. Okay. Make sure I got the right ones here. Give me a second. Yeah. You know what these are, Cliff?
Knock sharpeners.
No. Ferrule sharpeners for your tips.
These are tapering tools. One, the long one is for your tips. The long bladed one, and the one for your knock is the short one.
Yeah, it's a pencil. It's essentially a pencil sharpener.
It is basically, yeah. I've got one for my arrows and one for the 5/16 arrows.
I like the old school metal ones.
I want to get the mechanical ones that you have the little spinning wheel part, but I don't have one of those at the moment. And this is my arrow saw for cutting down arrows to make them fit. It's not much, but it's what I use. The only thing that's a little really weird, I guess, would be these. My shears. Someone gave them to me as a present, and I just like to keep it going.
Still not fully recovered, huh, Jason?
No. I had a headache all day.
Your migraine still bad?
No, sinuses. Right here.
Yeah. Wore yourself out too much.
Yeah.
You were out in the heat too much. You probably dehydrated.
Oh, I was.
Now, the only other thing I got in here that I'm not sure, I got a whole roll of waxed artificial sinew. Not sure what I can use it for other than, I have made bowstrings out of this stuff, but they were only temporary because they don't work that well. Putting my stuff back into the box so I won't forget it, because if I don't, I will forget it.
Ugh, sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. If you're not up to snuff, Jason, I understand about being tired. I haven't even opened up my my Pepsi yet, so.
Yeah, I've been working on that Dr. Pepper since 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Jeez.
Wow. Now, I do have. Let's see, right here. No, not that one. It wasn't like that one. I gotta check some here because I can't.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think I got any edible corn this year. I think I just ended up with all seed.
Well, maybe it's setting you up for a decent season then.
Well, no, I did better than last year.
No. I meant you're building up your seed vault.
Seed stock, yeah.
Okay, that's the other.
Have you gotten any more pods off the asparagus?
Oh, yeah. A lot. They're drying right now.
Yeah. Those are just my blunts. I don't think you guys want to see those.
I noticed another pea on my plant today.
You have a new pea pod?
My peas just burnt out.
Don't forget, when you touch the peas, don't forget to wash your hands.
Yeah, no, I'm going to have, next year I'll probably plant them on the east side of the house. Where
They need the sun and partial shade.
They'll get the afternoon shade.
Okay, I I do want to talk just about something that's like really interesting. Has anybody ever heard of the author Pat Frank?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. Pat Frank, back in, let me see if I can get the actual date on this book here. Back in 59, wrote a book about the end of the world. About the nuclear war, that kind of thing. And how people survived after the United States gets pretty much hammered with nuclear weapons and how they survived.
Yeah,
Now,
underground.
No, they didn't. They talk about all the different places that would possibly get hit and all this other stuff. And this one takes place in Florida. So if Doug's in the area, he'd be glad that some place in Florida does happen to be relatively nuclear free.
Yeah, that might have been back then, but now they're just going to target anywhere that they have any sort of military anything.
No, they did. It's just the reason this one says is that according to the prevailing winds is why they survived. A lot of the hard radiation stuff got blown out to sea rather than where they were at. It's just a matter of geographic location. Now, it didn't say about they mentioned some states that are like the whole of New England is gone. New York is gone. A good portion of Nebraska is gone.
Yeah, the breadbasket.
Because of Offutt. And all the other places that may have had bases at. But that's as far as I've got. The thing is, what's really funny is I'm on a site called the Internet Archive. I was looking for an audiobook to listen to, and I knew I had this book in my library, and I'm actually listening to this as I'm going to and from work. So it's they talk about how they dealt with using. They happen to have an artesian well on their property, but they used it for their orchard, their for orange grove, and to keep water when everything got shut off. And they talk about dealing with drug addicts and people dying of heart attacks and early babies and all this other stuff. So.
Most of when that stuff goes down, everybody's going to be losing it. One, because they don't have internet. Two, because they don't have medication. So within the first couple of months,
yeah, they talk about that too. But
dropping like flies.
One of the main characters' wives dies because her insulin is spoiled. So they talk about all that stuff, and also that doctors got little small town clinics get targeted by drug addicts.
Yeah.
And they don't spare the gore either, because one of the main people who got shot was their sheriff got shot in the face with a shotgun. Yeah, so
Swiss cheese?
No.
Empty.
Hamburger.
Empty.
But
depends on the caliber and it depends on the shotgun and depends on what round they're using.
I have no clue. They didn't mention that part. Yeah, Internet Archive is a really good resource. You can get a lot of different information. You can watch regular movies. You can get survival manuals. You can get a little bit of everything on there for free.
Until the internet goes down.
Well, until you do, you can download it from the Internet Archive onto your computers. And then you could probably print them out if you want to. But they do allow you that option. So check out Internet Archive. It's a good resource. I think they might even have some Foxfire books on there too. So if you don't have any in person, you can get copies. But the thing is, I think it's a really good resource about learning how to deal with the aftermath of something like that, because they deal with running out of fuel, how to deal with an emergency appendicitis attack, when you don't have the proper tools to properly have surgery on somebody. Yep. I'm listening to the audiobook of The Last Babylon right now. I was looking at it on audiobook, and I didn't have the money to do it. So I checked on Internet Archive, and they have it there for free. So you can also get different movies. You can actually watch documentaries, a little bit of everything. You probably find some really good gardening stuff on there, Cliff. I'll put the link in the thing here. It's a nonprofit site. I'll put the link in the chat. That way everybody can go there. It's not too much. It's just archive.org. And it's just a matter of looking for what you're, just doing a little bit of searching around. But it's got some really good information, and you got audio, video, software, images, books, and it's all for free. So there you go. I don't know if you guys are interested or not, but it does have a lot of accessible information that you could use for survival, bushcraft, prepping, you name it. Even gardening, Cliff, if in case you might have something that might help you with your. I sent you a link to something, Cliff.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I saw that. That would not last more than 2 years in my area.
I understand that, but for an emergency setup for something like that, I think that would be something most people could consider.
Yeah, most people usually just buy those bathtub water bladders, but you got to know there's an emergency coming, and you got to fill it up before your water gets shut off.
Right, but that would be like what you're putting together now. That's just a collapsible version.
Kind of. What I was just, like I said, that one that I did was just a test. I wanted to see if I could do it.
Well, that's the only reason I saw that. And I go, wait a second, isn't that basically what you just told me about? And I had to share the link with you about that one because it looked very similar, but the fact that it collapses is just unique. But you're right, it probably would deteriorate after a couple of years. But by that time, you could be getting yourself set up. Your stuff, you're collecting water while you're getting your permanent setup going. Like it's a temporary measure at best, but it'll at least give you access to water after a rain or whatever, right?
Yeah. So a 55-gallon bucket strapped to a dolly with all kinds of tools inside of it.
Well, true, but the thing is, until you're able to complete your build, this will at least give you access to water. Well, you're not waiting on it, type of thing. Not just a matter of cost is the only thing I would see. I didn't look at the price.
It's like $73.
That's not bad though. But I've never tried it. That'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, it looked like an inflatable one where you have to kind of inflate the baffles and then kind of fill it up with water.
Well, let me take a look.
Then again, I also don't really look at Pinterest. Or what was that off of TikTok?
It was after TikTok.
Yeah, I don't do TikTok all that much.
No, I don't even have it.
Well, the thing is, I wasn't on TikTok when I found it.
Get it on Vivor for $42.
I like Vivor.
Well, that's where the link came from. So I was just looking through that, and that popped up, and I go, "Hey, that's basically what Cliff was talking about."
Apparently, Home Depot sells one too. Interesting. Amazon has it for $50. I don't like those resin ones. Those ones look weird.
Yeah, it's called a Vivor collapsible rain barrel.
Yep.
And it's made of PVC, and it holds max. It says 100 gallons. So that's like the worth of 2 of the regular, storage barrels. give or take.
Oh, see, that's exactly what I expected.
What?
I'm looking at this Costway portable rain collector, and yeah, it does. You have to have. It's got 7 upright poles that you have to stick in these baffles to hold it upright, so it doesn't fall over on you.
Right?
I'm
They
not
have
sure.
one that goes up to 143 gallons, but like I said, it's just a temporary measure, not a full blown one.
Looks like it's made out of the same. This one looks like it's made out of the same material that a tarp is made of, just thicker vinyl.
Let me see here. Yeah, it depends on which ones you get. I'm looking at, Vivor's got a lot of them, I guess. I'm not sure if it's any. They're really good until you try them out. But I believe what you said. They'll deteriorate after a year or two.
Yeah, those things want the. You have to go with the like thick BPA plastic ones, or the
Well,
PVC ones.
this one is made of PVC.
But that's that thin tarp polyvinyl, not the heavy duty molded plastic ones.
Right. They do have the Vivor water storage bags that hold 142 gallons or 540 liters. But those are the blue PVC collapsible water bladders, like your tub ones, like you were talking about. But to me, it just looks like a giant waterbed.
Yeah, pretty much what it is. If you have a waterbed, you got pretty much free water because those things will hold like 200 or 300 gallons of water.
Well, this one here says it can fit in the back of a pickup truck.
That's about a standard, probably about the standard waterbed water bladder.
I would say that would be super heavy, though. At
Yeah,
8 pounds,
oh yeah.
at 8 gallons, 8 pounds per gallon, and you take that times 142. That's a lot of weight. Now, being able to support that is going to be the tough part.
That's why most people don't use those in the back of their trucks.
Yeah, it's 1,136 pounds for one of those foldable water tank bladders. Now,
It's secured as fucking Amazon. Stupid ass.
well, having hard copies, you can get yourself a Kindle and download a lot of information off of there because you can use those offline, like a Paperwhite or what do they call it, Kindles. But you never know what you're going to find until you look. Now, the collapsible ones, like I said, would be enough to get you through while you make your own versions of them with more durable plastic. Sorry, it's kind of balanced out. I don't have it going completely random. Dang, knee, stop hurting. I haven't been looking in my YouTube side.
It's all purple, except it's green. 80 gallons.
thousandtrails.com. Not familiar with that one. Looks interesting, though.
Oh, that's only 24 gallons? Jesus, that thing is narrow.
It's more of a, temporary solution just to keep you going, like maybe for a trailer or something.
That's most of these aren't going to last you more than a day or two.
What do you mean? Oh, for water usage?
Yes, you got 13 gallons here. Some of those are 25 gallons. I go through 55 gallons of water just on the front half of my yard.
But what if you're not? Most people don't go through that much watering their yard if they're just using it to live on. Whether it's by drinking, washing, or flushing out the toilet.
So on average, a gallon of water per person per day.
I was going to say about 3 gallons because of the bathroom part.
Composting shitter.
But if you have one, awesome. But not everybody
Dig a
does.
cat hole. Dig a cat hole. Put everything in there and bury it.
Using a cat hole is not as easy as people think it is. Trust me, it's harder than it looks.
Oh, it is. But
That's why a lot of people like using outhouses and stuff like that, because you're sitting down at least. You don't have to squat. And right now, I can't do that with my knee.
that's why you take a portable squatter stand with you.
What's that?
Couple sheets of plywood or a sheet of plywood with a hole cut out of it, and then a couple 2x4 legs strapped to it, and you just walk outside with that and set it up and you just shit through the hole.
We're just following your example there, Blake.
Yeah, you turd. Blake's a bigger turd. He's a Georgia turd.
What you doing, Blake?
Now, we were showing off some of the newest finds I picked up from the D.A.V. thrift shop, Blake, and basically it's archery gear from like 1983. Got some stuff I could use, some stuff I'm not sure what to do with, and some stuff is just plain stinks.
Literally.
Which is the whole part that I like, is that that's a really good pun, because it does stink.
Ooh, my back's killing me.
Now, I need to open up my Pepsi because I haven't done it yet. Oh, there we go. Now, I have, like I said, I did have a line on bow fishing stuff, but somehow this stuff disappeared between last night and today, because I had the money to buy it, and now I can't. No one seems to know where it disappeared to.
Somebody beat you to it.
No. Here's the thing. I mean, it was not priced yet when I left. The manager on duty didn't know what the price was. They was going to have the main manager, the assistant manager was going to have the main manager price it. And she wasn't in today, so I couldn't ask her where it got put, because her son's the one that came in and verified the price and stuff. Basically said what I thought, the bow was junk. But the thing is, he's a modern bow fisherman. He's got the bottle reel and the other, really fancy small compounds, and that's what he's comfortable with. I mean, this guy goes hog hunting, and he got like a 600-pound boar last year.
Ooh.
Yeah, in Oklahoma, apparently. Now, personally, we discussed, 600-pound boar, you donate. You do not eat yourself, because that's going to be tough, no matter who it is, to eat that. Try to break that one down. Now, a good 200-pound boar, a lot better.
Now you want about 80 or less.
Well, thing is, if you're feeding more than just one family, 200, because you can donate some. That without, is it going to be perfect? No. But it'll still be decent food to eat rather than not at all. About the same, about the same amount of meat you would get on a decent sized buck. But that's about it. Because, you're not going to find a 300-pound buck anywhere.
No.
Yeah, you will.
Where?
Denver.
I've never seen a 300-pound buck.
Man, them suckers up there get freaking huge.
Give me a second here.
I've seen elk damn near the size of moose up there. Denver's got some huge freaking deer.
Some of the biggest elk, believe it or not, in Arizona and New Mexico.
Yeah, but the ones we have down here are stupid. The ones in Denver actually physically use crosswalks. I kid you not, dude. I legit watched an entire herd of elk use a crosswalk one time. We were like, dude, every intersection was just, all the lights changed to go the direction we needed to go, but we all stopped because we were watching all the deer walk right across the crosswalk. for all the elk.
Well, I guess there have been a few 300-pound bucks here in Iowa. Been a while, though. Back in 2020.
That's not that been a while.
Okay, it says actually here, this one, the largest deer ever reported in Iowa was a 440-pound buck. But that was back in 1963. But the adult average between 240 and 265. So that's decent. So like I said, a 200-pound boar pig would be perfect, about, same amount of meat, give or take. Hey, just think about it. That's a lot of bacon, ribs, pork chops, roasts, whatever, ham hocks. I don't know what else you could get.
Rather just have bacon and cracklings. So I'm not a big fan of pork chops anymore.
What about ribs?
Ribs usually come from cows, but
you can get pork ribs.
Pig ribs. Yeah, no, again, it would be the same thing as a damn pork chop.
And sausage.
Bacon sausage?
Pork sausage.
I'll do pork sausage. It's
good. Or pork sausage patties or anything like that. But you can get all that from one pig. That's a lot of meat. As long as you prep it.
Bacon.
A lot of bacon.
That's all I would need is bacon.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong with bacon. And, well, you can, but we're not going to go into the details on that one because that's not exactly. We'll say it's not kosher for this chat.
Actually, what I was thinking about I think I mentioned on Jason's channel yesterday about, or it could have been on mine on Tuesday, about something I want to try is brat. What do they call it? Brats in a blanket, sort of like pigs in a blanket made with brats.
Oh yeah.
But since you were talking about it, I want to add a little twist to it. Bacon wrapped brats in a blanket.
Yeah.
You can see it now.
That's odd to me. You said bacon wrapped, but
well,
I'm trying to sit here and process whether or not you're actually going to get the bacon cooked all the way, with it being stuck in bread.
No, I would use pre-cooked bacon. Go with that, sort of like the microwave bacon, but not quite. Bake it along with the brat. But if you use the cheesy brats, so it makes it a little bit more cheese, obviously. Jenny loves her cheesy brats. Yeah, cheddar brats. She loves those things. So you do a bacon wrapped cheddar brat with American cheese on top of that, and on a piece of bread, and go that route.
Rob.
Yeah. Well, not hot dogs. Just use brats instead. Try to change it up a little bit. A little fancier.
Fancy.
Oh, the bacon cheddar brats? No, that sounds good there, Rob. And hi, by the way. Now, Rob, have you ever heard of bacon cheddar brat, pigs in a blanket type situation? If anybody has, I'm sure he has. So, I mean, he's a chef. He should know. I just had an idea that, we had brats last week, and I haven't had pigs in a blanket in a while. I figured, why not using brats and see what happens? But with the bacon cheddar brats, that sounds really good. I was thinking about bacon wrapped cheddar brats, but I think it tastes pretty good. Cliff is thinking about it.
Slightly not. Slightly.
Well, the thing is, I mean, it does sound good, though.
Oh, that's a drive. Oh, jeez.
Hey, hon.
I didn't know it was that long of a drive.
Oh, I've got to go explain this to Jenny. I'll be right back.
I thought it'd be like 9 hours.
I'm going to come to you.
You leave Florida? No, we're talking 12 and a half hours. That'd be a short day.
That's a whole day of driving.
I know,
Whole day.
but it is closer than Phoenix.
Closer than driving here.
Mhm. It's all on one on just two roads for us.
Lucky.
That means we go down Lake Charles to Lafayette, through Baton Rouge.
I'm tired. What?
And we're gonna go through We're gonna go bypass New Orleans. Go through Mobile, Alabama, Pensacola, Tallahassee. I'm gonna stop and say hi to Dez on the way. Then through Jacksonville, then up to Yealy.
Season 4 is funny. Oh, wait, I don't know watch Season 4.
Is Blake still in here?
Say what?
Blake's still in here?
Probably not.
So he's only a few hours from there. I forgot what.
Take care, Cecilia. Have a good one.
Nice to
Her
see
internet
you.
must be being funny or she's getting some
Yeah.
food.
I don't remember what city he lives nearby. What major metropolitan area?
Me or
I'm back.
No, for Blake.
Let's see here. Be well, Cecilia. What did I miss? What are you guys talking about?
Oh, the drive to Florida.
Why would you go to Florida?
Because usually in the first week of December they have a competition there.
Fishing? Or
No.
air rifle?
Air rifle.
Okay. Ooh. You said you could shoot arrows out of those things, right?
Oh yeah.
Do it bow fishing style.
Yes, they do.
I haven't seen it, but I'd like to see it.
Yeah. Just look up the. They were actually shooting stingrays with the javelin. No. The javelin.
I'm not familiar with that.
Javelin.
I'm not familiar with that one. So
Yeah. Just look up the Umrix javelin bow fishing.
yeah, if you can pull up a link and put it in the chat, I can come back and look at it later, or other people can look at it too.
Because that was Rossi was doing that. I gotta find it.
Now, I've been really thinking about going bow fishing just to see what it's like, but I still need to get a left-handed setup. Because I was looking at the setup they had on that compound. They actually had sights, which I don't really need, but the bow fishing part had a strap. You could strap your bow to it. I think it would work really well with my survival bow because it's the same kind of, similar riser. Not the exact same, but similar. So it might have worked really well. Oh, wheat penny. I forgot about that. Okay. Hey, Rob, have you been bow fishing before? Because I've not done it yet. So
Iraq veteran 8888 did it.
did he get anything?
No, they were doing a demo.
Oh, okay. So it's possible, but you're not sure.
Oh no, I'm looking at a whole bunch of them.
Okay.
I'm just looking at the American air gunner. 'Cause I watched him bowfish for stingrays.
Stingy rays.
There's no way that's that price.
What?
Oh, I went for a left-handed bowfishing reel,
Mhm.
and they're showing me a Muzzy at Bass Pro for $39, but it's right-handed.
Uh,
Even though I specifically wrote in left-handed.
They must have left that detail out.
Well,
that was there.
when I did the search, it was on one of the sponsored links.
Hmm.
And
Don't know.
thing is, right-handed reels and stuff like that is so freaking cheap. But when it comes to left-handed gear, it's like 2 to 3 times that, which makes no sense whatsoever. Why it's so expensive?
So they can make money off of it.
I mean, they should offer at least a left or right-handed. Like this one, I just looked at Cabela's with the same kind of reel, $39.98 regular cost, right-handed.
See if that works.
That's a lot of water jugs. Ooh, I like that one.
It's about a minute long.
I can't see. I mean, I don't have his. I couldn't see anything other than him shooting into the water.
Yeah, he got it.
Well, I'm sure he probably did, but I don't see it because I mean, he can see it with his glass, those polarized lenses on and everything. But I've never seen one that looked like that before. It's a spear gun, basically, right?
It's an arrow slinger.
What is a spear gun? What is
It's
an
not a
arrow
spear gun.
slinger?
It won't work underwater.
Huh?
It doesn't work underwater.
Spear guns do. Now, does anybody know what stingrays taste like?
Scallops.
I happen to like scallops.
Yeah, they're very similar to scallops because a lot of restaurants will serve stingray and label it as a scallops.
Okay.
Gross.
What's gross?
Scallops.
Oh, I've never had any problem with
Sea marshmallows.
Yeah, no, they're actually from a clam.
that
Still
clam.
a sea marshmallow.
At a big old giant clam, you don't get a whole lot. Or a gooey duck.
Oh, gooey ducks are gross. Gross.
Here's one that's a little bit longer.
Well, I believe you. I saw it. It's just,
This is from Iraq veteran 8888.
would you do it though?
Yes, I would definitely. That's one of the reasons why I wanted the javelin. At very, very first, when they first came out, I'm going, ooh, I can hook a reel to that. As soon as it
There you
came
go.
out, ask Molly. I mean, the day it came out, I go, ooh, that'd be great for bow fishing. Okay, let me get back over here. Touch this. And there we go.
Some of these are funny.
What is?
Just looking at some of these rainwater collection setups. They're kind of interesting. Some of them are kind of interesting.
How much rain did you get, Cliff, today?
None.
None?
It
We didn't get
dried
any rain
do
either.
very well.
Oh, man, I got hammered with 11 videos that popped up.
So what did you end up eating there, CR? You know you walked into the kitchen, so what did you have?
Boy, it'd be really nice if people actually started to learn how to use the cinder blocks the correct way.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I always find people using cinder blocks sideways. They're not designed to hold weight that way.
No.
It's supposed to be up and down.
Yeah, the holes that go through them go north to south, not east to west.
Up and down, not side to side.
Yeah, north to south. Not east
You
to
know
west.
someone's going to put it actually literally north to south, right?
Yeah, I don't know if you
Still
watched
have it
any of
wrong.
Mallory's recent videos. I had to tell her she needed to switch her cinder blocks around on her trailer home, otherwise she's gonna kill herself.
Because putting them down with the flat end on the top is going to just break them.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're not designed to hold weight that way. They collapse.
They're supposed to be up on the end.
Get the solid blocks, not the cinders.
But not
Yeah.
everybody can pick up the solid ones.
Remember, Mallory's trying to put this on her property so she has temporary housing while she builds the house. So I had to wait till she put out the English version of the video to tell her that she needs to change her cinder blocks direction, because if she doesn't, and one of those things cracks, that their whole trailer's gonna
Yes.
move on her.
If anybody who watches someone put in the foundation with cinder blocks, you know that's why they're always up and down, not
That's so they can fill them with concrete.
That's
Rebar.
also they're stronger that way.
No, they were actually designed to be filled with concrete.
And rebar.
Yep.
But that's also a stronger this way, is considering not having the flat side. I've helped put in some foundations before. I asked the same stupid question. He goes, "Why don't I do it the other way?" Because they said it's stronger. Whole side up is another way to put it.
Yeah, because it's a lot easier to bury that when you're putting the footer down.
Now, I did see someone who was
Again, that is not how you stack cinder blocks.
who are you talking to?
These pictures piss me off.
Well,
They've got 4 55-gallon rain barrels stacked on. Looks like was that two? It's like 12 freaking cinder blocks, and they're end to end vertically.
That many of them will hold it.
55 gallons. That's 4 55 gallons. That's 210 gallons of water.
or okay, then you take that times 8.
20 gallons of water.
Times 8.
Yeah,
That's up 8 pounds per gallon.
that's that's dang near 2,000 pounds.
Yeah, so you got to make sure you're careful with the weight on those. Like the
You're doing
average weight of a
solid-
gallon of milk is 8.75.
Something like that.
I said average.
It just drives me nuts when I see people putting cinder blocks like that. I don't even use cinder blocks for much, and I'm like, it aggravates me to no end. It's fine if you're using those what are the cross blocks like that I have around my garden. Those you can pretty much stack about any direction you want, and they're not gonna collapse. They're solid.
What about the 4x8x16 hollow blocks?
Those hollow core ones, no, those do
No,
the
no,
same.
no. These are still cinder blocks, but they're like the long, skinny ones. They're called hollow blocks.
Yeah, they're the ones that usually have the 4 holes in it. They're just like
No,
a
no.
round hole.
It's got 2 holes. It's like basically.
Oh, the skinny, the thin version of a cinder block.
Yeah.
Same difference, same aspect. You don't put them down with the holes going, running across the ground.
Pardon me. You know what's really weird? They stack all these things like here. I'll show you.
You know what? I still never went to look for the dang camper today.
They stack them this way, but they don't.
They transport.
It's not how you're supposed to use them.
Well, yeah, but that's for transport. That's not really. I guess technically it's not weight bearing because it's not in its final position.
Right. But whole side up is the way you're supposed to do them.
Yeah.
Huh?
But because cinder blocks are not 100%
Yeah.
square.
All it says it's kind of like laces out.
Yeah.
I've only done a couple of things on using cinder blocks like that.
Cinder blocks. The cinder blocks are not uniform. They're a weird shape. They're a very odd shaped rectangle.
I've seen some that are like hexagonal.
Yeah, there's several different shapes.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't plan on working with cinder blocks too much. But Jenny wants to put a bigger deck out on the front porch, front here, because the one we have is kind of old, and she wants to extend it to fit better in the front yard. Trapezoidal, that's the one.
And then they got the soil retention blocks.
What are those?
They got a little lip on them, and they interlock, and they can hold. You stack them vertically, but yet they go back at the same time against the soil.
Yeah, they're weird.
Yeah,
I'm not familiar with those.
Locked together.
Now, I have been seeing something on both TikTok and YouTube and some other places of these cabins that are pretty much interlocking boards. Not sure.
Yeah, those kits are expensive, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, there's a company in Arizona that makes stacking type cinder blocks. They're solid, but they fit together like Legos.
Yeah, I've seen those too.
They're expensive. Beautiful, beautiful concrete work, though.
Finding some very interesting now, just looking at hex shapes or weird cinder blocks, and I'm finding all kinds of interesting stuff now. I hate those rubber ones that look like honeycomb. I know there's a design more or less for driveways.
Oh, the pavers?
Yeah, it's like a three-piece honeycomb,
Yeah.
and they just kind of you just stack them together like that, and
They lock together really well, though.
they will when you put the sand in between them.
Now, what are you looking at? Are you looking at something? Somebody's doing that, Cliff, or are you just looking?
I'm just looking,
Wow.
see what they got. Not like I ever need pavers. Got freaking bricks everywhere.
Right.
I got hundreds of bricks and it's like 4 tons of freaking flat stone.
I'm getting cold.
Geez, Ken is sold out of almost everything.
Oh, for those people who would like to know, yesterday was Jenny and I's 14th wedding anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. And today, Jenny hacked her hair off.
They dropped the price on the Dreamline Classic to $750.
These are some weird blocks. I kind of like these ones because that's an interesting block. I think that would make a nice fire pit.
Have you ever heard of gab blocks, Cliff?
Which ones?
Gab blocks. GABLOK.
Oh, insulated block?
Yeah. Basically, you put them together like Legos.
Yeah, sort of. I don't know how well I would trust the framework of that for anything more than one floor.
They do have a plans for multi-story.
Yeah, I know, but I still don't trust. I mean, it's a foam core block with a freaking plywood case on it.
This person has a lot of weight, though.
They seem to be, interesting.
Yeah, but I mean, you're looking at something that's what 14 inches wide, almost about as wide as my walls. I mean, you're losing a lot of real estate making a house that thick. But then again, I can't really say much on that one because the freaking walls on my house are like 14 inches thick.
Right. And yours is made of
Yeah,
adobe.
But my house ain't going anywhere in case of a tornado or a hurricane or high winds, something like that. Without what you're gonna have to clad the exterior in another layer of boardage to lock all of that stuff together.
Okay.
So you're gonna need your whatever siding, your freaking Tyvek. You're gonna need your
Well, it's simple like any other house, though.
everything.
That's like any other house, though. But I would still wondered if you could just like once you put them together and you got your Tyvek set in, you could probably use like cedar shingles setups, which I have seen cedar siding setups
Yeah,
for stuff like that.
gives a little bit more flex. I mean, a house like that would be great. It's insulation wise, it's great because you're neither losing or gaining any heat. So in the wintertime it'd be great, and then in the summertime it would be great. All you would probably just need like a exterior fan to pull in some sort of airflow, and then you'd be good to go.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing is, I mean, I don't know if you could put in a wood stove or something like that to help offset if it gets too cold. But that remains.
No, it depends on what that inner core is made out of. It could be high density foam. It could be some weird polymer rubber.
Um, okay, according to this is was founded in Belgium in 2019. I'm not sure. It just comes in a kit. You can just basically put it together, and it just snaps into each piece, snaps into the other. I think you were right about probably having to seal them together with some kind of adhesive or something to keep them
Yeah, you're
together.
kind of blue.
Or look at the weight of the overall project can hold itself.
It's polystyrene, according to this.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a little tired, so I'm starting to fight it.
It's EPS, expanded polystyrene, so it's foam.
So the overall house would be kind of light, but in comparison to a regular house.
Very light. And
But
that's even
and
with the
insulated.
roof on there.
The one I was looking at was talking about earlier was like a tongue and groove type setup.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that's called, but
Oh, I ran across, what was that site that I was, crab sandwich.
because I was watching this couple, they did it fast, running it through fast, see how fast they can put it. And you watch them put up pretty much the first floor of a house in about 15 minutes because they had it running fast, that time lapse stuff. But and they actually had to put it up where you can put the windows in that just snaps in, the doorway with the footing and the header popped in and all that stuff. Now I don't know how it would work with electricity or water or sewer or anything like that, but that's just the outer shell.
There's a company that makes these, I gotta figure out where the hell it's at. Because I was looking at something like that. They basically go together kind of like Lincoln logs.
That's what I was thinking, but they're flat.
Yeah. They're standard, I think it's like a standard 2x6.
And you just like tap them in place. I would say you probably have to put some kind of adhesive in to keep them,
They
Wow.
don't.
or something to help keep
No, they lock together like tongue and groove.
But you still need something waterproofing or something.
Yeah, you just paint the exterior.
I'd probably use like a waterproof stain type situation.
Then you like a polyurethane.
Yeah, just put up a Tyvek and then put shiplap over the end of it. On the outside.
The problem is with that is that your corner pieces stick out like this.
I was talking about the exterior walls.
You still have the same problems. You still would have those corners that would stick out. It's here we go. Aha! No, that's what it was. Thank you. I ran
Post the link, please, Cliff.
I will in a minute.
But I was looking at that as possible for building a decent house or something like that here in Iowa, or a combination of the two that what you're looking at plus the one I found, the gay blocks or gablocks or whatever they call them. But I think that'd be interesting to see.
It didn't take me as long to find as I thought it was going to take me.
Yeah, it looked like it might be taking.
I know. That's the company that makes them.
The bunk. Oh, what? Okay.
What the heck? That
The
might be
bunk.
the wrong site. Hold on.
That doesn't look like it.
Nope. Ignore that site. These look like they're like little pre-made mini houses. Crud, now I gotta go find that site again. Sorry, ignore that one.
Okay.
Give me a minute, I'll find it again.
No, I was watching
The right one.
this one lady and her husband were putting the house together, and he was tapping it using his screwdriver to tap them in his drill. All I can see is his battery breaking or something on that one every time he uses it like a hammer.
The Bunkie Company.
Now,
Yeah, ignore that one. That's the wrong one.
Oh,
I thought that was it, but no.
Okay, folks, I'm probably not going to be able to make it past 9. My eyes are watering already. I'm just tired.
I'll throw this one out. This is a different style, but this is essentially what we're talking about. Okay, that one should work.
I'm waiting for the link.
there it is. It's loading.
It's very similar.
Okay, I see what you're talking about.
I like that second one, the one bed, one bath one. It's not too bad.
A little bit of caulking in between there. Oh yeah, that thing would be tight.
Yeah, but you'd have to do that on every one of those.
Oh yeah.
I would think if they used maybe
Wood glue.
wood glue would be a possibility, or even silicone would work, because that would waterproof it as well as
Seal it.
yeah. But I'm
That's what
looking
I'm
at
saying. You just run some polyurethane on the outside,
or
some, mineral oil.
I was thinking something along the lines of I like your polyurethane idea, but more of a stain as well, like Thompson's water seal.
Yeah.
How many hours is that to put up for like 4 people?
Depends on how many people you have working on it, but you can probably get one of those up depending on the size in a day.
They offer
all the pieces are numbered. All the pieces are numbered, and it'll come with a numbering diagram.
As long as you have your foundation set up, it takes like next to nothing to put it together.
Yeah, with a couple of people, you can put one of those up in a day.
That's including the roof.
It's just straight wood, so insulation value would not be very well.
Well, that's just the external shell. That's not everything.
No, there's no internal walls on some of these. Depending on the style, you just have a rough shell, and then whatever you want for an interior, you have to make any sort of internal walls.
One thing it says I saw something earlier that it tells you what it doesn't come with.
They make a nice little hunting cabin or a storage shed.
A she shed or something similar.
That's an expensive she shed.
It says it doesn't come with wiring, plumbing, cabinets, or exterior roof cover, insulation,
No,
or
it's
foundation.
basically just a shell.
Right.
There's
So
also
anything external or anything additional, you have to make yourself or install yourself.
And how much is that kit for the
Well, depends on how many rooms you want.
I think the cheapest one that I saw was
It's 35.
14,000.
The 1 bedroom, 1 bath house, 35.
Well, off of that site, there was one. The site that I'm actually trying to find, which I can't find nowhere. I don't know where that site went. I was looking at it like a couple of days ago. I think this might actually be it.
And it just shows up and you just put it together.
It'd be interesting to see what you can come up with, though.
Kansas currently available 11.5 by 14 feet. Let's see what the price is on that. Oh, you can't click on these things to check the prices.
I hate it when they do that.
I know. This one is in Manitowish, Wisconsin. Call or email for pricing. Good Lord, why, dude? I don't want to call you. I just want to know what the prices are.
Hey, guys, I'm getting ready to pass out here.
Yeah. The cheapest I saw was like 14K, and then they go up to like 70K.
That's still not bad, though, considering for a house that do-it-yourself type situation.
Well, like I said, for 14,000, you can get a 16 by 20 delivered, already assembled.
Yeah, but the thing is, some people don't want to, do that. They want to do it themselves.
For $14,000, I can get like 3 50-foot steel shipping containers delivered.
Yeah,
But that's a lot of work, though.
it is.
Pre-build the foundation. That's really all you got to do.
Yeah, from a lot of these, it's all you got to do the foundation.
Well, they said if all the materials are there for leveling, they level it for you here.
Well, guys,
Okay.
I'm done. I'm toast.
Yep.
My eyes are like tired as all. But
I'll see you guys all. We'll see everybody on Saturday.
see you guys on Saturday. Thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it.
On good old Saturn's Day.
Saturday.
I'm out of here in 5, 4,
6.
3,
Hamster.
2,
Egg roll. Chicken.
1.
Goat.